Welcome amigos, welcome to Utrecht, the fourth largest city in the Netherlands. Utrecht's ancient city centre features many buildings and structures, several dating as far back as the High Middle Ages. It has been the religious centre of the Netherlands since the 8th century. In 1579, the Union of Utrecht was signed in the city to lay the foundations for the Dutch Republic. Utrecht was the most important city in the Netherlands until the Dutch Golden Age. Its location on the banks of the River Rhine allowed Utrecht to become an important trade centre in the northern Netherlands. The growing town was granted city rights by Henry V at Utrecht on June 2, 1122. When the main flow of the Rhine moved south, the old bed which still flowed through the heart of the town became ever more canalized and the wharf system was built as an inner-city harbour system. On the wharfs, storage facilities were built, on top of which the main street, including houses, was constructed. The wharfs and the cellars are accessible from a platform at water level with stairs descending from the street level to form a unique structure. The Winkel van Sinkel was the first department store in the Netherlands, built between 1837 and 1839. The Winkel van Sinkel company started as a fabric store in Amsterdam, and after multiple expansions became a department store. The Domplein is a square in the city centre of the Dutch city of Utrecht. It is named after the Dom Church, which is located on the square. The Dom Tower of Utrecht is the tallest church tower in the Netherlands, at 112.32 meters in height. It is considered the symbol of Utrecht. The tower stands at the spot where the city of Utrecht originated almost 2,000 years ago. Dom Church or St. Martin's Cathedral, is a Gothic church dedicated to St. Martin of Tours, which was the cathedral of the Diocese of Utrecht during the Middle Ages. It is the country's only pre-Reformation cathedral, but has been a Protestant church since 1580. It was once the Netherlands' largest church, but the nave collapsed in a storm in 1674 and has never been rebuilt, leaving the tower isolated from the east end. The building is the one church in the Netherlands that closely resembles the style of classic Gothic architecture as developed in France. Verzetsmonument. This 10-meter-high statue was unveiled by the late Prince Bernhard and commemorates the victims of World War II in general and the victims of the Utrecht resistance in particular. A conscious decision was made to have a statue of a lady bearing a torch, as women played an important role in the resistance during the 5-Year War. The Old City Walls. In 1122, Utrecht received city rights, which allowed the city to fortify itself. This was done by digging the city outer moat, building earthen ramparts, and constructing some tough stone gates and towers. Brick walls, towers, and gates were built in the 13th and 14th centuries. You can still find the remains of this wall in the city. When daylight fades and darkness descends, Utrecht lumens illuminated tales of the city come to life. These works of art shine a special light on the history, the residents, and the function or symbolism of particular buildings and locations. In Utrecht you will find a traffic light dedicated to Miffy since Utrecht is the hometown to Miffy. As a tribute to Miffy's home, you can take a walk with her when the light go green. This traffic light along a beautifully painted rainbow crossroad adds to the quirk of walking around the historical city centre of Utrecht. In the Janskerk square of Utrecht, right in front of the Janskerk church, you will find the statue of Anne Frank. This statue reminds us about the struggle she went through during the World War II. While in Netherlands, don't forget the Dutch pancakes. You will find a lot of varieties of Dutch pancakes in Utrecht. It's not just the old architecture that makes Utrecht beautiful. When you venture beyond the city centre, you'll find nature to be incredibly pleasing to the eye. The small houses set amidst the green landscape are a magnificent sight. The drizzling rain only enhances the spectacular view. A few kilometers away from Utrecht, in the middle of this beautiful landscape, you will find a castle. The largest castle in the Netherlands, known as Kasteel de Haar. The original castle was built in the 14th century, although it has undergone numerous reconstructions and renovations over the centuries. Today, Kasteel de Haar operates as a museum, offering guided tours that provide insights into its history, architecture, and the lavish lifestyle of its former inhabitants. Our next video will be about this castle, so please consider subscribing to the channel. Visiting Kasteel de Haar is one of the best experiences in Utrecht. See you soon with more details about the Kasteel de Haar.